Hello, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Welcome back to Open, everyone. Make sure to stay connected with us. Be sure to like us on Facebook at Open BreastNet Television. All right, so it's Women's History Month, and that's right, it's March 1st. And all month long, we plan to honor women and their incredible work. And our first woman of the month is a Dominican American Latina entrepreneur and creator of Freshie, a natural feminine care line that is all about making women feel fresh naturally. And joining us to tell us more about her products, we welcome Freshie CEO Nelly Reyes. Hello.
Hi.
And welcome.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for having me.
congratulations on launching
Thank you.
something that I don't think one would consider going into business for or with. So let's give everybody a little background of your upbringing, because I understand you were kind of part of this business since you were young.
Correct, yes. So I was right out of high school thrown into working for my father, who owns a company that manufactures personal care products in the Dominican Republic. It's existed for over 35 years. And there I learned all the ins and outs of business, and obviously got very familiar with products and manufacturing, importing, distributing. And so one of his product lines, which is the leader actually in the Caribbean, is this type of product, but conventionally made, traditionally made product line. So that's kind of where my passion for business grew, and where I learned the importance to women of feeling fresh. But you fast forward to today's world, and things have changed.
Right, but you also you didn't necessarily design your life to be in this business. You kind of came back to it,
That's
right?
correct.
And
Yep.
so, and then the beauty of what you do is that you're very conscious of what the ingredients is. So
Yes.
what happened in between doing this with your dad, learning the business aspect of it,
Right.
and then deciding to go into business for yourself?
Yes. So I went to school, then I took a job with a corporate. I wanted to do corporate America, and they relocated me to Los Angeles. I was working in media there, and I really, embraced the natural lifestyle, living, eating well, exercising. And so I started to use natural products, because once you get educated and you understand that, you shouldn't apply ingredients on your body, it's just as bad as eating things that are not good for you. I realized that there wasn't anything in the feminine care space that was natural and really made you feel fresh. So I thought, no one is doing this. I'm going to do it. And so I created it.
So how challenging of a topic is this to discuss, right? Because it's kind of like when I first saw it on our guest list, I said, oh, this is going to be really fascinating.
Right.
Like, how do we address this in a way that is not offending anyone, right?
Yeah. So that's a very good question. And I've actually had this conversation with a lot of women. For some reason, there's this stigma. You don't talk about
The
feminine
vajayjay.
hygiene.
You call it the vajayjay, right?
Okay.
I saw it on your Instagram.
Yes. So, you don't talk about the vajayjay, you don't talk about hygiene for it. And really, why? Why not? I mean, it is an important part of our everyday lives as women. And the reality is that women, we really value feeling fresh. The majority of us value feeling fresh. And so what I've learned is that with time, women are becoming more and more comfortable with it, probably because of social media and because, it's just, there's so much more that's accepted now. And so we just have the conversation. Sometimes with women, you bringing it up or letting them know it's okay to talk about it. The stories I get, the emails I receive.
Well, because some people, they'll shave or, keep it clean so that they can avoid, but there's certain aspects of our existence that are inevitable, right? The only thing you can do is be mindful of it, right?
Yes,
and just assist in wherever necessary, right?
That's
and
right.
so, in using this,
Yes.
how do you recommend it's used? With a wipe? I mean, I don't want to get too graphic, but it's
No,
just
we won't do a display, I
right,
promise.
We're not going to do a demo.
No demo
demo
on the
today.
show, no. So, It really is an all-natural body wash that's made with a heightened sensation of freshness that we achieve through essential oils made from peppermint and with menthol crystals. So it gives women that true perceived sensation of freshness, but it's also made from all plant-derived ingredients. So you'd use it the same way you use a body wash, whatever current soap you're using to get yourself clean now. And some women, I've learned after launching this, only use water, but then they don't feel fresh enough. And the reason they're doing that is because they've had so many issues with the soaps that have the chemicals and that have the dyes and the heavy synthetic fragrances,
Right.
which is one reason I always say, I've had women say to me, no, I can't use anything. Believe me, I'm so sensitive.
Right.
But then they start using Freshie and they say, oh my gosh. I mean, I've gotten emails from women who have said, Freshie has changed my life. Okay, so and I've thought, really, a feminine body wash has changed your life. And when they explained to me why, because they were always uncomfortable, because there was irritation because of the parabens in the products they were using. I understand it. They're more comfortable now, they're confident, they feel fresh. And so it's a conversation that we need to be having.
No, it absolutely is. And just in closing, right, because I don't want to run out of time without sharing with everyone, not only are you educating women on this fact, you're also empowering women and you're giving a portion of your proceeds to organizations that are empowering women. So let's talk about that before we go.
That's correct, yes. So when I launched Freshie, I knew that I wanted to have a company that did more than just sell products and profit. I wanted the company to exist for a larger purpose. And so domestic violence for me is a subject that hits home because I think a lot more women are experience that than we're currently aware of. But I decided that $1 from every unit sold on FreshieFemCare.com would go to victims of domestic violence through different nonprofits. And so we support different nonprofits that have programs that empower women who are survivors or victims. Some of them are still living with the abuser.
Right.
But through Freshie, that for me is just as important as doing really well in business.
That's right.
Yes.
That's the power of business women.
That's right.
That's right. Take what you have, pay it forward.
Absolutely.
And pass it forward. So
We
if
need to support each other.
Absolutely. And
Yes.
not only that, as a businesswoman, you're empowering them to consider going into business themselves.
Totally. It can be done.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So what if people wanted to order
So,
this?
yes, they can order it at FreshieFemCare.com. We've got 3 variants. There's a lightly fresh, extra fresh, and a fresh scent. Everything is plant-derived ingredients. They will feel that tingly sensation of freshness. Don't be afraid of it. Embrace it, okay? Because keeping it freshy, as long as you're not using anything toxic, you're good to go. So FreshieFemCare.com is the website, and all of our social media is at FreshieFemCare.
Love it. Thank you,
Thank you so
Nelly.
much for having me.
Woo. All right, once again, you guys, to learn more about Freshie products, you can visit FreshieFemCare.com. All right, stay tuned because Bobby C's Weekly Sports Roundup is coming up next. Don't go anywhere.